Munish, Preeti is also telling us that within the Aam Aadmi Party, there is a fear that Kailash Gehlot could be next as well, which means after Satyendra Jain, after Manish Sisodia, Kailash Gehlot, who is facing heat from the agencies in the bus scam, could also face trouble next. What's the status on the investigation against him?
Well, Preeti, as far as Kailash Gehlot is concerned, there is no plan as far as CBI is concerned, or even for that matter, Enforcement Directorate is concerned. There are no summons, there is no plan to call him for questioning. But as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, remember in this excise policy, the last charge sheet by the Enforcement Directorate was very interesting. And in that charge sheet, they did mention the name of Kailash Gehlot because he was part of one of the meetings in the excise policy case. But the biggest name in that excise policy charge sheet by the Enforcement Directorate was the name of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, the Chief Minister of Delhi. His personal assistant was called in by the Enforcement Directorate. His statement was recorded, and there is a buzz that he may be called even by the Central Bureau of Investigation. As far as Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is concerned, remember, the ED in the charge sheet mentioned that there was one phone conversation between the accused Sameer Mahendru and Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, the Chief Minister of Delhi. And Sameer Mahendru is a person who was arrested in the excise policy case. He was the second person to be arrested by the probe agencies. So the investigation by the agencies, as far as Aam Aadmi Party leaders are concerned, it is at a very crucial stage. Two ministers are arrested. Later, others will be arrested or not, that is yet to be seen. But as far as agency are concerned, they are saying that they are probing the case. If someone comes under scanner, we are going to probe it. If there is evidence, then they are going to arrest that person. Akshita.
So we'll have to see whether this is a good decision that's been taken by the Aam Aadmi Party, but clearly it's one that's been taken by Arvind Kejriwal, keeping in mind the current circumstances. And he has little choice. If you look at the kind of names that are left in the Aam Aadmi Party, if you look at how his biggest aides, his most trusted lieutenants, have all in fact now have faced some action or the other from agencies. Satyendra Jain, 8 months and counting behind bars. Till now there's been no talk of him quitting or of him resigning. It's happened days after Manish Sisodia was arrested by the Central Bureau of Investigation. And that by itself tells you that Arvind Kejriwal had little to no choice but to go ahead and take this kind of a drastic step. The BJP, of course, is maintaining that this is no moral high ground that Arvind Kejriwal has suddenly stumbled upon, because they're saying that if it was an issue of governance, why didn't he go ahead and ask for Satyendra Jain to resign earlier? Because those portfolios were also important ones that Satyendra Jain held on to. Of course, it was also temporarily shifted over to Manish Sisodia. Some of them forced Sisodia to take care of, to take charge of. So at that point, Kejriwal still had Sisodia to rely on, to bank upon. That option also is out now, which is why Arvind Kejriwal has had to take this decision. Besides which, with 18 departments under Manish Sisodia, if Arvind Kejriwal had asked Manish Sisodia to resign and Satyendra Jain sits pretty with his portfolios behind bars for 8 months and counting, there will obviously be questions about why Sisodia has been asked to resign and not Satyendra Jain. To kind of ensure that that narrative doesn't build up, doesn't snowball, it looks like Arvind Kejriwal has taken this decision that both will resign. There was a lot of speculation that 2 new faces could be brought into the Delhi cabinet, but that's clearly been ruled out now. Within the current crop of ministers in the Delhi cabinet, in the Delhi government, you're going to be seeing all of these crucial portfolios of Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain being juggled around. And what Preeti is telling us is that finance, in all likelihood, will remain with Kejriwal, because in some days from now, the budget will also have to be presented. That was one of the reasons why Sisodia also had delayed his appearance before the CBI, saying, I'm busy working on the budget. But now that perhaps will fall on the shoulders of Arvind Kejriwal. This by no means translates to the Aam Aadmi Party actually distancing themselves in any way from Manish Sisodia or from Satyendra Jain. They're planning a nationwide campaign, and that plan sticks, where they're going to be raising this issue time and again. They're going to be saying that this is nothing but a political witch hunt. Now expect the Aam Aadmi Party to hold a press conference. We're hearing it could happen sometime this evening, when they're going to come out and explain why they took this decision. And the reason they're going to come out with a justification or a defense, whichever way you want to put it, is because of the fact that the BJP is spinning this as a big political victory for them. They're saying that this is Arvind Kejriwal admitting essentially to his ministers, to Sisodia and Satyendra Jain being guilty, and that he's had no choice but to go ahead and take this kind of a step. Let's get you some of the reactions that have come in from the BJP also. Moments after the resignation of Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain, Arvind Kejriwal immediately accepted it. So it was clear that all of them were on board. But as I mentioned, the BJP is declaring this to be a political victory. Let's play out for you some of those reactions.
Mr. Manish Sisodia has resigned, and so has Mr. Satyendra Jain. And to our great surprise, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal has also accepted the resignation of Mr. Satyendra Jain after 9 months. Come on. If Mr. Manish Sisodia had any moral compass left, being the disciple of Anna Hazare movement, he ought to have resigned on the day this scandalous allegations came to light. He ought to have told, first I will get exonerated, then I will come back. But his plea in the Supreme Court was, I am looking after 18 departments, therefore please give me bail. The keenness was there to run the department, not to explain the scandalous case of corruption. Therefore, again I would repeat, the whole conduct of Aam Aadmi Party is typified by 3C, cut, commission and corruption. आप तो बिल्कुल पारदर्शिता की प्रतिमूर्ति हैं, यही दावा आप करते हैं कि आप और अरविंद केजरीवाल हिंदुस्तान में एक नई पारदर्शिता को लेकर के आए हुए हैं. This question becomes very relevant, Mr. Sisodia, because whether you or whether your leader, Mr. Kejriwal, they keep on giving certificate of honesty. He is honest, he is dishonest. And you are only deleting. You have shamed Anna Hazare. आपने अन्ना हजारे के ईमानदार आंदोलन की विरासत को बदनाम किया है. और दिल्ली में सबको शराब पिला के क्या करना चाहते हैं आप? कहा था कि हम स्कूल खोलेंगे, आप शराब की दुकान खोल रहे हैं. और थोड़ा मेरा राजनीति का अनुभव है, ये पूरे भारत के देश में कहीं नहीं सुना है कि जो शिक्षा मंत्री है वही शराब मंत्री भी है. मुझे लगता था कि कट और कमीशन एक ही पार्टी की विरासत है, लेकिन आज तो कहना पड़ेगा कि 3C केजरीवाल जी की पार्टी के लिए भी बोलना पड़ेगा, कट, कमीशन, करप्शन.
आखिरकार दिल्ली की जनता की ये बड़ी जीत हुई है. दोनों भ्रष्ट मंत्रियों को, मनीष सिसोदिया और सत्येंद्र जैन को कैबिनेट से हटना पड़ा है. और जो दबाव लगातार हम लोग डाल रहे थे कि भ्रष्टाचारी मंत्रियों को कैबिनेट से बाहर करो, मनीष सिसोदिया और सत्येंद्र जैन का इस्तीफा लो, और दिल्ली की जो सरकार ठप्प करके बैठे अरविंद केजरीवाल, जेल से जो सरकार चलाने का पाप किया जा रहा था उसको तुरंत बंद करना चाहिए. आज दो भ्रष्टाचारी मनीष सिसोदिया और सत्येंद्र जैन कैबिनेट से बाहर कर दिए गए हैं. ये दिल्ली की जनता की जीत है, दिल्ली की माताओं और बहनों की जीत है, और दिल्ली के साथ लूट करने वाले, धोखा करने वाले लोगों को कभी माफ नहीं किया जाएगा. उस न्याय की प्रक्रिया की शुरुआत है.